Welcome. You're now part of another episode of the Respawn Podcast, your weekly update on all things God, gaming, and more nonsense than you're ready for. Rosa and Pastor Steven, bringing faith in video games right to your ears. Let's get this started.
Let's get it started in here.
What's up, Rosa? What's up, everybody? Is this how your music streams are like? Because if this is what they're like,
a little more over the top, probably. I mean, there's like, I'm bobbing and weaving.
Yeah.
Oh, they get so good. Dude, the last one, I did not want to stop, but it was literally like 7 hours of just being like, chat, give me a song. Or I would play a song, or 4, or 7. And then, you know, it just kept going, and I ended stream, and I felt actually sad. Like, I was actually sad.
Aw. What's up,
like,
everybody?
literally went and sat in the corner, stared at the wall for a couple seconds. Like, man,
That's
I still felt like up here the next day.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That, like, stream,
it was so
stream
good.
high.
Yeah, it was so good.
What's up, everybody? By the way, welcome to episode 4 of the Respawn Podcast. We have not been
made
banned.
It this long.
We are still here, surprisingly. We're here for episode 4. Oh, yo, 4 episodes. We've been doing this for a month. How does that make you feel?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go back to what I said before. I never thought that I would actually do this.
Same.
I would chicken out. I really thought that I would chicken out.
You were gonna leave me on episode 1 by myself?
I would be like, you know, Steven, I just can't bring myself to do it.
Oh,
scary. Gosh. It's uncharted waters, starting like back over basically.
I think we've been doing a good job though. I mean, everybody can let us know in the comments if you're listening how you think it's been going since episode 1.
Dude, there's people like some of the core members of like my community like ask me about the podcast like all the time. Like they actually really enjoy it. Makes me want to cry a little bit.
Let's go.
Yeah. Like last week when we were late, mad people asking me like
I had messages
too.
Yeah. I had messages like
podcast?
5 hours after it's supposed to come out, and people were like, hello. It usually comes out at this time.
There was one person that was like double messaging me. I was like, dang, like, where's the podcast? You know, like
okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now that that's gonna be the thumbnail.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no shot it is. No shot it is. That's not allowed.
Oh, actually, I hope you guys are watching the video version of.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna need you to start sending me like a proof of what's gonna be my thumbnail, so I can approve or deny that. Like I'm gonna put a stamp on it, like approved. That one's good. Deny.
Yeah, starting.
I'm gonna be heavy on the deny side. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Starting next week.
Yes. No. Wait. That would be this. No. It has to be this one.
Anyway.
That is not going to be the thumbnail. If it is, I'm suing you for harassment.
Okay. If you're watching the audio version, you're not missing anything. We just had a stare down with each other. And Rose is supposed to go first, but because she's like hysterically laughing right now, I'm going to ask her, how's your week?
How was your week?
Oh, that stare down was epic.
I was looking into your soul.
My week's been better. I had a really good youth.
Love to hear it.
Yeah, we're not like sick anymore. I've been able to stream. I've had youth group on Wednesday, and we did this like I like pizza. It's like a big part of my life, and we had a like event at youth group that was themed around pizza. So everybody came in. They like broke up into teams. Then we had in the middle of like our worship center, all these like toppings and like sauces and stuff, but there was limited numbers of everything. And then they would each send one by one, like teams would send like a relay race to grab whatever item.
That's
so like
actually so cool.
One team was screwed. They didn't have any sauces. They had to work with buffalo sauce. No, they had to work with like hot sauce only for their pizza. But it was a W. Like it was such a fun night. We had a good night with students. It's been good. Like week's been good. Busy. Streams have been really good. What So we had a really good Bible study stream on Thursday, and it's just funny. Those are like the streams that people want.
How's Kat?
She's chilling. She's good.
Better?
Yeah, everybody's
Way
good.
better?
Everybody's good at my house. The house is
That's
finally
good.
good. We have a fireplace like at our house that we moved into.
Ooh, you bougie.
We bougie. And I'm trying to figure out, like, first of all, I don't even know how a fireplace works. So I have to call in the professionals because apparently you have to sweep the top of your chimney in case like a bird's
I
nest
just don't
there.
understand that. Like, it's hollow. How do you...
It's not though. It's not hollow. It's
Don't do
not.
this to me
Yeah,
right
don't.
now.
It's a whole world. There's a cover on top, on the bottom, and like a bird can lay a nest in there, and like you got to make sure it's open. It's not like an open hole. That like this like thinking about like an animal getting on top and then jumping from the bottom. That could happen, but they have to break certain things to get down there.
I asked you not to do that to me.
See, I'm bougie now.
Wow.
I'm bougie now, so I learned all
So
this.
Santa really cannot come down that chimney.
He'd have to bring a screwdriver with him.
Hmm.
And so fireplaces are expensive. Like the tools and everything you need for a fireplace, hella expensive. So,
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How much would you say, like, to install a chimney? How much would a chimney cost? Because, like, I have a fireplace, but there's no chimney. So, like, I need your best
Hold on,
guesstimation
rewind.
right now.
You have a fireplace, but no chimney.
Yes.
Details, go.
I would love to have it, like, actually working. So, how much would you think?
How do you not have a chimney?
Steven,
Wait.
chill out. I need you to focus on the task at
I
hand.
must not be the only one questioning this right now.
No. It's all going to come together in a second. I need you to focus on the task
Probably
at
hella
hand.
expensive because you're talking about a
Like,
new
I
roof.
need, like, a ballpark figure. Like, really get in your brain,
Okay,
dig it out.
let me tell you this. Our roof is probably, like, depending on the size of your home, a couple thousand, 5,000-10,000 at least, a roof.
So, chimney...
So you got to
chimney
redo your roof.
estimation.
And not just your, like, panels. You got to get new wood for the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, like, $15,000 at least.
Well, actually, you're wrong, because the chimney's on the house. It's free.
Don't talk to me. Here, you had me, like, thinking this through and arguing with you. Oh, several thumbnails right now for me. You held that in pretty well.
That was amazing.
You held that in
I got
well.
so much serotonin from that just now. That was actually amazing. Wow. Hook, line, and sinker, bro. This was you.
I've never seen another
Going
person.
down to the panels. This man talking about.
I've never seen another person do what you just did, except for me. I've done that all the time. I have never in my entire life seen another person do the whole fishing rod thing. And this is why we are co-hosts.
Oh, that was good. That was good stuff.
My week's been good. How's your week going?
It's been good. It's been good. I kind of feel a little off today. I don't know if maybe I'm getting sick or something, but I just haven't really felt too hot today. But my energy's still there, so that's good. That's good.
How are streams been going?
The music stream, probably, like, I will say my streams have been amazing just because of that stream alone.
I think
probably another week or so, probably.
when you talk to me, when you text me about this, I had this idea. I think people really enjoy your music streams and people enjoy my Bible study, like preaching streams, more than they enjoy our gameplay streams.
Probably.
Because people have talked to me about your music streams.
Literally, my gameplay streams literally consist of me grinding for camos and yelling at men and
Probably 12-year-old boys.
getting really frustrated.
How's Noah
I
doing?
just went to a dark place with that.
We haven't
Noah's
heard Noah
good.
since episode 1. Is he okay?
He's actually at his grandparents' right now. It's my first break that I've had
Let's go.
in years.
Let's go.
So
stay up gaming.
the fact that I'm like feeling bad on my day off, what?
Yeah.
But it's fine. You know what? I get to feel bad and not have to do anything. Like if I
Yeah.
want to sit here, I can sit here. You know, like
You're gonna be up all night streaming on Twitch.
I'm actually gonna stream as soon as we end the podcast. Probably. Not gonna lie to you.
All right, so that's the wrap of episode 4 of the Respawn podcast, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Wow.
Rosa and I are gonna go stream.
Here we go. All right. Clicking off now.
All right.
Streamlabs or Studio OBS. Where you at? Hey, baby. Long time no see.
Let's get in
kidding.
some God talk.
Talk about God, and let's talk about
Faith.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. I'm not gonna tell you the topic of what we're talking about yet. Okay.
That's actually foul.
But I'm gonna tell you a story.
He's gonna blindside me
I'm gonna
with
tell
it?
you a super quick story. You know the
Okay.
parable of the Good Samaritan? You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, guy is like, for those of you guys that don't know, guy is beaten up on a road. Jesus is telling a story of a guy beaten up on a road. A priest, like a church person, comes by, crosses the other street, does not help him. Another church worker comes by, crosses the street, doesn't help him. And then a guy named a guy that's a Samaritan. It's basically like the opposing party of the Jewish person, like the person that he should have not stopped of all people. He should have technically, theoretically hated the guy. Helps him beyond measure, does everything he can for him. Okay, that story. There is a Bible school in which they gave students the job of preaching on that story, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what the students didn't know is it was a setup. They hired an actor to fall like halfway between where the students were and where their preaching test was, and he was on the floor massively hurt, like blood and everything. And then they made each of the students 10 minutes late for their final. It was like a plan to see what they were going to do. So now you've got these students on their way rushing to preach about being a good Samaritan. What do you think they're going to do as they see this man on the road, literally the real story right in front of them? They have no idea this is happening, by the way.
Don't tell me that they just dipped.
So I don't remember the exact numbers. I know it was 90%, but about 90% or more, I think it was a little bit over 90%, dipped on the guy because they were too busy.
So
And wait. Here's the crazier part. A handful walked over the guy to get to the class.
To make sure, there was a entire male specimen that
There's a man
fell-
over there.
There was an entire whole man that fell in like a middle of a thingy majiggy
No, like
and hit the ground.
no.
Or
Like picture. I don't know how it was, but picture like a guy
okay. So he was
skateboarding,
just hurt.
fell
was
over,
hurt.
but he was bleeding and needed help. Yeah.
An entire man was bleeding and needed help around a bunch of kids that just heard the story about the Good Samaritan.
One by one. They were going one by one. Yeah. And each one left the guy.
People move weird, bro. Like, I don't.
Okay. Here's the question for today.
That's some weird. There is no way. What?
Exactly.
But why? 10 minutes late to a class? Who's that excited to get to a class?
Okay, here's the question for today. What is
I'm
our
actually
job?
stumped on that. Okay.
What is our job as Christians when it comes to helping others?
First priority?
Okay, but do you think we act like it is our first priority?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think so.
I think some people kind of, I mean, probably aren't always 100%, but that's in the back of their mind. Like, how can I help this person?
What about
But-
like? Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, or Jesus advocate as I call it, because Jesus said these things. What about the people that like? So like when you think helping people, what people are you thinking of?
Strangers?
Okay.
Friends?
What
Family?
about picture the last person that really pissed you off. About that person.
Okay. What about it?
Like, what about that person?
Helping?
Yeah.
You mean to tell you how I could help that person?
No, I'm
or
just
what
saying that,
will
like, I feel so.
picture
Here's,
that person?
I
I
feel
still feel
like,
like I would help that person.
yeah, I think so too. I think that most of the time, though, we don't think that. Most of the time, we think like we're supposed to help each other. So we think like other Christians and people that we see walking down the road that are
I see
nice.
what you're doing here.
But like, do we really think about how we act when we game? How we talk to people that we don't know what they're going through in lobbies that, you know, we have no idea what so and so is actually dealing with. How we talk to people in random lobbies of video Call of Duty, how we interact with people on stream. Think about like the people that don't deserve
you preaching
us.
to the choir here, bro. I think about that all the time. You know, I actually ended a gaming friendship with a person that used to say some terrible things to people when
Really?
we were gaming. Yeah, because one of them actually ended up being like a 12-year-old kid that found my gaming Instagram and sent me a message about it and said that, like,
Wow.
basically, like, dude wanted to. Whatever my friend said to him was actually so bad and, like, that it hit the nail on the head that, like, he was. It was bad. It was bad.
Poor Timmy.
His name.
Oh,
Dang, what?
poor little Timmy.
His name did start with a T. It was not Timmy. Tommy.
Oh.
Tommy. That was his name. Was Tommy.
Tommy.
Little Tommy. And I actually found out recently that his mom passed away. It's actually really, really
Aw.
sad.
But see what I mean? Like,
And it didn't help that the gaming friend that I had was actually an entire grown man talking like that.
see what I mean? Like, so I think we think like, oh, we should help people, and we all hear that
Like, I
story of the Good
understand, like,
Samaritan.
just banter, you know, and just, like, talking
Yeah.
crap, but this dude was, like, taking it, like, extreme. Like, way too far.
Yeah. And like, I guess that's the whole thing. I think that like when we think of the Good Samaritan, we all think like, yeah, I would help somebody. But then when I tell you the statistic of students, you know, 100 of them are going to a class and over 90% choose not to help. Would we really be one of the 9%? Or would we have probably skipped over the guy?
Ain't no way I'm seeing somebody laying on the ground with blood, bro, and walking.
I hope not either. Then again, I'm from
Ain't
New
no
York
way.
City. And like in New York City, it happens all the time because you think people are going to take advantage of you. So you end up not helping because you're going to
I can kind of see that, actually.
Yeah. But like our job,
me.
I loved how
Gosh,
Jesus.
I can't believe I literally just
But-
made eye contact with you and chugged it almost an entire bottle of water. Like, I'm thinking back at it.
I didn't even catch that, but now you called it out. So now everybody's going to rewind. You called it out, and they're going to watch you do that.
You're right. Let's move on.
If you're watching it, by the way, make a meme of it. Like take a picture, screenshot.
Okay.
And please, I will send you first person to listen to this podcast.
I'm gonna
send a
screenshot
meme.
you being in the camera like this.
First person to send
When I
me
got you,
on my Discord a meme. Like you got to put words on it of Rosa from this podcast. I will send you $5.
And what? I'm like,
Whatever they want to say, I will send them $5.
wow, $5.
A meme
This
of
man.
Rosa.
Okay, that's how we're okay. We're putting wagers on stuff now. Okay. Wow. Dirty.
So no, but I think that like Jesus made it really clear that like, well, not really clear, but Jesus always took it a step above. Like when Jesus was like, "You've heard it clear not to have adultery, but I tell you, if you even look at somebody, you've already done it in your head." So like he always took a step above, and I feel like we always think like, "Oh, help people, like let me go help somebody," and it's like, Jesus could probably be like, I could probably tell you 20 people that you could help today. You're not even
Like, what
thinking of.
do you think the good, like, boundary is for that, though? Because there's been times I kind of live in a sketchy area.
Yeah.
And there's been times like I've actually gotten in trouble with like family members, Jeff, like getting on to me because I'm driving around alone.
Yeah.
Oh, I see this little old lady pushing a cart by herself. Where are you going? Let's get that in the car. I end up. One night, dude.
That's so cool.
One night, God was with me. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
This one woman was walking, and she acted like she was hurt. So I pulled over, and I was like, "You going somewhere? Like, you need a ride?" Da 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 da. She gets in my car, instantly smells like alcohol. Instantly starts calling me a white bougie bitch, and starts telling me to give her money and all kinds of stuff as I'm driving, bro. And I'm freaking out. My phone is dead.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have my gun. And I was like, this is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. But it ended up being like I ended up just being able to use my words and like
Good.
chilling her out. But I was like, never again, bro. Never again. I don't care if it's a woman. I don't care if it's a man. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't care if they have kids, because that's where it would get me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where it would get me. Driving and see like a family on the side of the road with like a kid, and they're pushing a stroller, and it's like, oh.
I think you pose a really good question, and I'm gonna give you a really
Like, I mean, there
bad
is
answer.
safety concerns, dude. Like,
I'm gonna
I
give
should
you a
not.
bad answer. I'm gonna give you a bad answer.
But I'm from a small town. Like, stuff like that is what we did all the time. Like,
Yeah.
but you kind of knew everybody. Like, every little Jimmy walking on the side of the road. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I came here, it's like, you can't do stuff like that up here. You cannot. So it's like, I mean, I can't be myself. Like, what?
So I guess this would be like what I think would be the biblical answer. Some Bible school students gonna listen to this and rip me apart. Actually, they didn't rip me apart last week. They commented on my Discord. Like,
You got really quiet. I had no idea
good
what
answer.
you just said.
Sorry, I said that I'm gonna answer this. What I think is the biblical answer, and I said some Bible school kids gonna rip me apart because I thought they were gonna do that last week on one of my answers and didn't, but they might rip me apart for this one. So I think first thing, right? You said like, how do you draw, like, where do you draw the line? Because like my husband, will get on me. So I think like before anything, like if your spouse is asking something of you, you want to submit.
Well, not even
being good
just
to the spouse,
like
right?
Jeff getting onto me. It like me putting myself in potential danger sometimes. Like it was not even in the realm of possibilities of my mind, and that's crazy because today's day and age, I don't need to be doing stuff like that.
I'm going to give you the non-American church answer, and what I really think to be like the answer is that like not always. I don't think we should go around always doing that, because then we're just doing it out of our own strength, and we're not really doing it because God's telling us like, in this moment, I want you to go, help that person.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got to be really careful about like, do we do this all the time? Because then it's just us doing it, and we are putting ourselves in danger and that kind of thing.
That's my problem, though. Like literally, I would see it and I'd be like,
all the time. Yeah.
God told me to help that person.
But then I think like when you have that clear indicator of like, no, I really feel like God is telling me like this is like I really that strong conviction. Mm-hmm. Then my answer is one most people don't like to hear in America, but I believe it to be true, is we're not called to live a comfortable life. We're called to live a life that is risky, and we take risks for the gospel. And we read a Bible that 11 of the 12, we read about these disciples, and 11 of the 12 of them died for Jesus, right? God himself died on a cross. Like, none of it is good and pretty. So why do we in America suddenly think that it was supposed to be good and pretty? When we shout, our churches shout about the missionaries we send to these horrible countries and all the risks they're taking while we sit and do nothing. So, But do I think that like every single mom should go and do that? No, I think that like there's a balance between when you really, really feel impressed, like God is telling you do nothing but that, that's when you risk it.
Right.
And when you don't feel that, maybe you don't risk it, because maybe God doesn't need to use you in that moment, and you're just trying to have God use you.
No, that makes sense.
That would, I think, be my answer without going into like the Bible.
Guys, if you ever see like a newspaper article or an article anywhere that says mother of 27 dies, like picking up stranger, y'all know I told her.
You just said your age right on podcast.
I don't care. I'm 27.
Most women are like freak out when they talk about their age. I could name some that we know
I'm
of.
not like most women. You should know this by now. All y'all should know this by now. All of you.
That was a good little discussion. I'm glad I like that we don't necessarily make this a Bible study, but that we just kind of share like our thoughts and, you know,
Yeah.
like challenge us, by the way, guys. If you feel like, hey, that might not add up, grab the Bible, you know, look into what we're saying, check us, make sure that we're saying the right stuff. But I like that we kind of just like have a discussion on what we, you know, what we
Always.
talk about. Want to get into some gaming?
I'll click off right now. Let's go. Go into some. Let's go play. I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's do it.
Video
games.
My favorite.
Games! I love games. I'm great at games.
Okay. This week, I asked you about this last week, but I'm assuming, have you had a chance to play Halo?
I did.
What did you think?
I actually had crazy fun.
Me too. And I've never played Halo
Crazy
before.
fun. I played like one game one time whenever I was really, really young. I think I was like 9, 10. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I was at my cousin's house and he was playing it. And the only thing I remember is just him teabagging people.
I've never played it. I never had an Xbox.
And I was like, this looks hard.
It's funny.
And of course, he played it all the time. So he was in like a really sweaty lobby. He hands me the controller. And I'm like a deet to deet. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I play The Sims. You know, I play like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or.
Did you play
what
old school,
else?
original Grand Theft Auto? Like the first or second one?
I did.
Like the 2D?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
I played like almost every single one of them.
Well, I guess they were 3D, but.
I played the Grand Theft Auto 3, I think is what it was. But San
remember
Andreas is
the
where I lost
original.
my mind. Like, San Andreas is where I got so immersed in being CJ, bro. Riding bikes. Did you ever play that game?
No, I don't think I did. I'm a holy boy.
Don't even.
No, just kidding. No, I never really did. I was like never into like that. Never played Halo. Never played that. I was big on like Call of Duty back in the day. Obviously, this is gonna sound funny, but like, man, Crash Bandicoot was my jam. All the Crash Bandicoots, and then you may not know this about me, but you're talking to a champion. I am goated, and like
what?
in high
Tetris?
school. No, that too. But in high school, I used to go to competitions, and I would annihilate like 40-year-old men at the local GameStop and win $500 playing Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube.
No, that's not surprising.
I
could see you
cannot
being
be
Mario Kart,
taken
but-
till this day. I'm not joking. I have never till this day lost a Double Dash match. People still will be like they'll hear that and they'll like, I could take you. You don't know, I used to blah 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 blah.
Challenge Steven in the
Hook up the
comments,
GameCube
please.
then. Hook up the GameCube. Let's see.
Challenge. I want challenges in the.
I
comments
can't
right now.
be taken. I can't be taken. I'm a
I don't know.
boss
Sounds a little bold.
at Double Dash.
I played games like Sims and Skate and basketball games like NBA.
Jam.
Oh,
You played NBA Jam?
NBA
Yeah.
Street.
That's how we know we're
like-
getting old.
Oh,
The kids don't know about NBA Jam.
I played all of them, dude. Their very first one that I used to go nuts on was actually on the PS1. It was called NBA. I think it was 99 or something like that.
That was my first
Scottie
console.
Pippen
Mine.
was on there, and like all them, like
Yeah.
AI, all the oldies but goodies.
Did you? So wait,
Always
Christmas?
used to pick the guys. Always used to pick the guys with the headbands. I don't know why, but it was like even
They look
just, like,
sweaty.
the
They look sweaty.
Oh no! It's like they had a hint of customization. Like they had character. Like there was something different about that guy than him.
Yeah.
You know, with his old bald head. Like what? Give me a headband.
Oh man, I
And,
miss
like-
getting like gaming consoles like PS1.
Those are the games that I played.
Yeah.
But I didn't really. Call of Duty for me did not happen like story mode. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Xbox 360 days and stuff like that, and whatnot. But I didn't have online. I was a poor kid.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a line until I was an adult for the most part. I bought them
Yeah,
all myself.
Me too.
There was this game I used to play.
That's one thing that like I
was-
hate about like
was it-
Call of Duty now is like some of the people you play with sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, they've been on it, you know, and then they think that you're on it too. It's like, no, I'm not a COD kid. Like, you gotta like
Yeah.
tell them like.
I grew
Oh,
up COD my whole life, but like I played online when I was a teenager.
I didn't.
But I was
dude.
buying my own. Like I was working at Best Buy buying my own. But there was this game. Oh, I forgot what it was called. It was like a Call of Duty ripoff. They didn't have online. It was just a campaign, but you couldn't play the campaign unless you had multiplayers with you. You had to have a younger brother because one guy was like the AR specialist, the other guy was a sniper, the other
That's
guy,
cool.
and like you couldn't play without the sniper. I forgot what game it was. It was amazing.
That actually sounds really cool.
I wish Call of Duty would do something like that.
You know what game I absolutely lost my life on?
But
Like on PS2? NBA Street V3.
never played that. I never thought that was good.
I'm
It
ending
looked-
the call right now.
So no,
I'm out.
it looked like a try hard futuristic NBA Jams. That's what it looked like.
No,
to me.
you're thinking the wrong one, bro.
No, I'm thinking exactly what you're talking about. I know
Nope.
exactly what you're talking about.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Well, I'm so glad we didn't meet back then because we wouldn't have been friends.
Nope.
I know exactly
No,
what you're
you're
talking
right.
about.
I'd have punched you right in your Adam's apple if you ever said that.
And I
to my
probably
face.
would have ran home crying because I would not have fought
You
anybody
would've.
back then. I
You
was a
would've.
wuss.
It was so good, dude. You could make, which they do it all the time now, but you could literally like customize your courts, your balls.
Yeah, I know what
like,
you're talking
the-
about. I
the
didn't like it. I know
rims,
exactly
like,
what you're
all
talking
that.
about. I know what game you're
God,
referring
it was
to.
so good.
I didn't like it.
And the music that was in it, dude, like
So wait,
you like
you like Halo, obviously, right?
yeah. Oh,
Like
sorry,
circle-
we got sidetracked.
circle
Halo
around.
was really yeah.
Are you
really fun.
surprised that they didn't make a battle royale? They didn't start with that.
Mm-mm.
I was, but I'm happy they didn't.
I mean, I heard that they were going to, and I was kind of like excited about that.
I think they
I was
are.
like, that's not something that I've experienced, you know. But at the same time, when have they ever? Have they ever?
No, so that's the thing. Like, but like everybody makes a battle royale nowadays because that's just what you do. That's what we all play. Like that's
yeah,
what
but
we're all
it's
playing.
almost like they're like, that's not our move. That's
Well-
never been our move, so we're not doing it, kind of thing. I don't know.
Exactly. What I think what was smart was what they did was they gave everybody who liked Halo before their Halo got the whole fan base back. And I think they are, I don't remember, I think they are making a battle royale, but it's not their priority right now. Which I think is a W. I think they're like bringing back their people, bringing
No.
nostalgia back, and then yeah, they'll do all that stuff later.
I got in there, and I just had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
Me too. I've liked the movie.
Only thing I don't like is how slow I move.
I don't mind that. I thought it was pretty good.
I do. I like I
Have
want
you played
up in
Fortnite?
their face. Fortnite?
Yeah.
What about it? Have I played
Like,
it?
the movement in Fortnite to me is way slower than Halo. Not the building. Yeah, people build like crazy.
No,
I'm talking about the
no,
running.
No. I'm not even
movement.
thinking about the building, but moving your character around and stuff. You are mad slower on Halo.
I don't let it.
It's literally you.
No way.
No. This is literally you on Halo.
It is not that bad. Have you seen somebody try to run on Fortnite? There's no run. You're just like always. I'm just double tapping it, thinking I can sprint and I can't. It's just
I mean,
Halo.
it's slow too, but it's not as slow as Halo.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem with playing COD. You get used to too quick of a speed.
Yeah, Call of Duty, man. Like you zoom in,
Kinda ruins it
movement's
for you.
crazy. I was trying to slide cancel on Halo. It's bad.
Me too. Me too.
I do love the jumping. Like
You can
the
slide
fact that
cancel,
I can,
can't you?
I don't know. I was trying.
I mean, I was doing
Not
that. I think.
working out.
I
Was
don't know
not
if it-
working out for me like
I
it
don't know
does
if
on
it
Call of
helps
Duty.
you.
but
Yeah, I don't know if it helps you, but you can do it.
yeah.
I like the game too. I like the game. What I want to do is get into a game with like 12. Like I want to get into a game with like. Actually, that would be an easy game to do a community night with communities. You just need 12 people. Easy.
Yeah.
That would be it. I want to do that. I want to get like the community in for a Halo thing because I think we'd easily get 12 people and it'd be fun. But yeah, I mean, all around, like the reviews online are really good. And then speaking of gaming reviews, we skipped the review portion of this podcast.
Oh, we're doing it right now.
So we're going to do it right now. Let's cue the review transition.
Please, we can't afford a single slip-up. They're judging us.
Review. Yes, good stuff. Here you go. How to rate.
How did we forget the reviews?
Mm.
We're gonna jump review, and then we're gonna jump right back into gaming. That's what we're doing.
I think it was a chimney.
That's
I think we got
probably
sidetracked.
it was your
with the
fault. Yeah,
chimney. Mm. My
you're the one that just for us to review.
all right. My homie, my friend, my fam, Smallmore Gamer. What's up,
Smallmore.
y'all? First, this is from last episode where you asked me if I would take bad breath or bad body odor, and it took like an hour for me to still not have an answer.
Yeah.
He said, first, I would take having bad breath. This might be cheating, but I would stockpile gum to mask the odor. It is very hard to mask body odor. That. Second, totally saw what Rosa did with her.
I told you. You called it out.
Totally saw what Rosa did with her nose.
Your nose.
Third, Minecraft with Pastor Steven and Rosa. Yes, please. Finally, thanks for another great episode. I love the topics talked about. It's interesting how people differ on certain topics. Conviction is such a great tool for making decisions. Have a great week, y'all. He's amazing.
Thank you, Smile.
Very wholesome guy. Very wholesome guy.
If you guys haven't dropped a review on Apple Podcasts, if you have an iPhone or an iPad near you, or an Apple computer, and you have not dropped a review on the Apple Podcasts, I am gonna pray diarrhea upon you. What are you doing with your life?
That's actually disrespectful.
That's what I do when people like frustrate me.
Praying for diarrhea.
I don't pray. I don't actually pray, but what I do is like I'll tell my wife like, yeah, so and so did this.
I didn't think you would actually pray something like that. The fact that you just clarified that is wow. He said I didn't actually pray for that. You had to clarify. Like you really thought that I thought of this of you. Like you're 10:30 at night. Steven's on his knees, like, dear Lord, dear Lord, little Timmy. He just did this and this and this and this, and I just pray that you would give that man give him the squirts. Like what? There's no way I thought you actually did that. Sorry for interrupting.
That was awesome.
But that threw me.
That was awesome. I've been saying that to people for like the last 10 years. That like I wish diarrhea upon them. So like if somebody does something, and then I'll talk to my wife about it, I'm like, yeah, just wish diarrhea upon them. And I believe in my head, I believe that's happening.
You know, sometimes people. Never mind. I won't even go there.
But here's the deal. If you guys have not reviewed us on Apple Podcasts, drop a review. We read a review or a question every single episode. If you're listening or watching us on the non-audio version on YouTube, drop a comment on the YouTube video. It helps us with our analytics, guys, to push the podcast out. And we pick a review or a question every single
And listen to
episode.
me. If you don't, and then a couple days later, you end up with a little bit of
Squirts.
Spending some time in the bathroom, you know where that came from.
Facts.
You know where that came from.
Let's jump back into gaming because we sidetracked. Sorry about that, mix-up, guys. Speaking about reviews, it's actually good that this happened this way, actually. You know what? This was God. This is good that it sidetracked this way. Battlefield 2042. Do you know that as of right now, it is currently sitting as one of the worst reviewed games in Steam history?
Doesn't surprise me.
As of right now, I believe, unless it's changed, it is sitting or was sitting as the 8th worst reviewed game in Steam history.
Ouch.
Battlefield 2042.
That kind of stings.
Here's what I think is the problem. Did you ever get a video game when it was first released back in the day? Like midnight release? Okay, people would line up at Best Buy or whatever and get a midnight release.
Oh, not that. I wasn't that down bad. Mm-mm.
No, but you got one immediately, right? Like the day
Yeah.
And they get the DVD, right? Bring it home, pop it in your PS2, PS3, whatever, your Xbox. If you were a loser, you pop it in those things. And that was it. There was no such thing as...
Wait, I lied. I definitely did that.
You did? There was no such thing as like, oops, we didn't get it right. We'll fix it and we'll patch it. You had to get it right. That was it. But nowadays, you can rush games out and then be like, we'll patch it. We'll spend the next 6 months fixing it.
Yeah.
This game should have not been released.
That's what kind of sucks about like how everything's like so digital now.
Yeah.
I feel like games
better,
back then when
but-
they were on the CD and you did pop it into your Xbox because you're a massive W, like it was a finished product. Like it
I agree.
was, you know,
But and
it was
even
all there.
like
And honestly,
it
like
held them more accountable.
yeah, honestly, that was like really good gaming
So
days.
like lighting's bad in the game, gun problems are bad, aim problems are bad. You're talking like aiming down, shooting, but the bullet goes there.
Yeah.
Like hit markers problems. Like the game has not just a few, it has massive. You know how people used to say, "Oh, Warzone's unplayable."
Mhm.
No, this has actual massive problems.
That's crazy.
That like
I wouldn't really
worst
expect
reviewed
that
game.
from like Battlefield.
I'm shocked.
big game.
There was a comment online that said, "I played Battlefield 3, I think it was," and he said, "I used to dream of what Battlefield would look like in 10 years," and then he put ... I would have never imagined this is what they would have released on day one.
They hurt that man personally.
Yeah, I don't think there's a fixing for it, in my opinion. I think they'll fix it. I don't think they're gonna. I think they lost the people at this point.
Yeah.
Halo is a W. Warzone's gonna come out in a couple weeks again.
I'm excited for that.
Battlefield 2040L. What I've been calling it. The last thing is, did you hear what happened with Warzone?
No.
They pushed back the launch of the
No.
Pacific map by 1 week. Just 1 week. It's not that bad. I thought it was a good thing.
Why?
Because you have
Well,
Battlefield 2042
I
that
take
we
it
were
back.
just talking about.
I take it back.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Warzone's like, you know what?
Obviously, there's
Let's
something
make sure
in
we're
there
ready.
that's wrong that they feel like they need a little bit more time. So take all the time you need, but don't make it too much longer, please.
Yeah. Ready to get off your Vanguard grind? Switch over.
Kind of, yeah. When that comes out,
Yeah.
heck yeah.
I've been playing Rocket League. all lately.
Rocket League was actually kind of fun when I played it.
I like to say I'm good, and I am good until I play people that can like fly in the air. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Stream it.
Don't tell me you can fly. I have streamed it. I've done Rocket League streams.
When?
Like on Thursday, my community day. My community voted for a Rocket League stream. Played Rocket
Thursday,
League.
I was dead to the world.
There you go. There you go.
Dang. I'm gonna have to
So-
go watch that VOD.
Halo W, Battlefield looking like a big L, and Warzone. I'm kind of excited that they're pushing it back and they're trying to come up with a finished product. I think Vanguard's really good. I'm not worried. I think
Yeah, they're
they've
probably
shown
I don't
everybody
know,
what they're gonna do with Vanguard.
keeping how it's going for people that just push out stuff, and it's not going very well. So
So I'm looking forward to Warzone in a couple weeks. More important question: what are your Thanksgiving plans?
I don't really
Same.
got none.
Same. Should come
But
over.
all my family is like big on this COVID stuff. Don't want nobody around. That's because my family includes literally my mom and her husband is sick with cancer.
You
So-
and Noah should get in a car. We're not doing anything either, and just it only takes 4 days cross country.
Oh,
4 days.
4 days.
We have an extra bed in the downstairs. 4 days.
I can't even drive like an hour without like being in so much pain.
Oh, I love
back.
cross country driving.
I love driving, don't get me wrong, but like my back, I can't handle it.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into some nonsense.
Things about to get crazy!
Is basic nonsense.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go.
All right. That's a clippable moment right there. Okay. I just have 2 questions for you. I'm not even going to sugarcoat these. I'm not going to premise them. I'm just going to straight up hit you with it, okay?
Hit me.
You have an elephant. How many chickens does it require to kill the elephant? You have an elephant? Problem. We got to get rid of the elephant. How many chickens do you need to kill that elephant? Go. I need a number.
How do I have an elephant problem if
You
I only have one?
There's one elephant and you need him gone. He's the problem. You need
What
to
if I
kill
don't
him.
want him gone? I would
You-
actually love to have an elephant.
No, this is a bad elephant. He's breaking your house. And
Chickens?
And he is like strong.
Chickens taking down an entire elephant.
How many chicken ants take down bugs all the time? How many chickens do you need? Paka!
I don't know. I don't like the fact that you get to pick these questions and you know like the answers and stuff.
I don't know the answer. This is just I don't even know where we're going to go with this.
Man, you'd have to have quite a few.
Yeah, for sure. How many is your number of chickens? You're going to battle with an elephant. Pick a number.
I want it dead, then give me 1,000. Give me a whole little army.
You think 1,000's going to do it?
I feel like 1,000 chickens.
I think an elephant with one sway of the trunks, 300
yeah,
are
you're
gone.
right. You're right. No.
No, you can't take back.
I'm
no
half
take
stupid.
backs.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right.
I'm saying at least 10,000 at the same time.
I don't
We're
know.
concentrating
Have
our
you ever
fire.
been chased by a rooster, bro?
Yeah, but
Have you ever been chased by a rooster?
at the same
I feel like you haven't. You give me major like suburban like city boy vibes.
I'm from New York City. I lived in like off of Times Square for a while. I lived in Brooklyn.
You lived in Brooklyn?
I'm from Brooklyn. When
You're not from Brooklyn.
I'm literally from Brooklyn, bro. When I became a Christian, I was like the girl I was living with and I were like right off of Times Square, like a blocks off of Times Square.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that. Dang,
I'm from the city.
yeah.
Pizza's my favorite
chased
food.
by no rooster.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
all my.
They're
Anyway.
ruthless. They're ruthless.
You've been chased by a rooster?
Heck yeah, I have.
We've lived
Many
very
of
different
them.
lives.
Many of them.
We've
You don't
lived
understand.
very
My
different lives.
grandparents had a farm, a gigantic farm.
I grew
with
up.
all that mess on it.
I grew up wondering where my chicken, like how it got in the supermarket. I'm city as
A
they
moment of
come.
silence.
I'm as city as they freaking come.
Meanwhile, I'm being told that I gotta go to my grandparents' house this weekend, and I'm petrified to death because I know when I go, my grandpa's gonna be like taking them to the slaughter, and I'm gonna be like, oh, chickens.
All
Or
I know
like
is
me
Purdue.
like seeing all the animals that he does have, like his cows and stuff like that, and his bulls, and I'm like, dang, that's a cool looking bull. I'm gonna name him Trevor. And I go back the next weekend, I'm like,
Where's Trevor?
where's Trevor? He gone. He in the freezer. Like what?
What? Oh shoot! No, closest I got to animals.
R.I.P. Trevor. I love.
I didn't
Trevor.
even go to a zoo until I was like way older because the Bronx Zoo was just far from Brooklyn.
I didn't
and
go to a
then-
zoo until I was literally an adult.
Yeah, but you saw animals. Like I the most I saw was like a dog and a cat walking down the street. Like,
Yeah.
and like I'm talking little dogs. 'cause
I
it's
was
a city.
chased by I was chased by a coyote.
Oh shoot! I did get chased by dogs one time in Puerto Rico,
Oh.
and I left. I'm going to be ashamed to say this, but it's the truth. It was every man for himself. I was not a Christian. I had an overweight cousin, and I booked
Oh,
it
you
on
were
him.
gonna let him take the fall?
I
Yeah.
booked it. Girl, when I say I didn't look back, I didn't look back. And he was just like, when I looked back, he was like sweating.
Oh.
And these pit bulls were coming for us.
Oh no.
I left him. I'm sorry. I was like, he is meat and he is my bait for the day.
I guess I wasn't actually chased by a coyote, but there was one literally from me to that window right there. Like,
Oh, heck no. I'm good.
it's like gated, so you got to pull up to the gate, and then my grandpa would make me get out of the truck and go open the gate, and he would drive through, and I'd stand there like. Then he'd get inside, and I would shut the gate.
Yeah.
Well, it was like kind of dark, and he would always like put it in reverse. That way, the reverse lights would light up. That way, I could see to like click the thing. And he put those reverse lights on, and I'm like clicking the thing, and I just see like reflection of eyes.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
It's a deer or something, like what is that? and then I hear like a low like growl.
Oh, heck no.
And I just stood still. Like I couldn't move for a second. I was like, I had to process it. Like, what is that's a growl? And then like he kind of backed up a little bit, so it got brighter. It was a whole coyote, man. It's just standing there, like we were making eye contact.
Oh.
I ran back to that truck. I literally mantled over the back and like just laid in the back of the bed of the truck and was like beating on the window to like go. I was scared to death.
Dang.
Yeah. What's actually like kind of sad too is my dad actually, I don't talk to him often, but a couple months ago he told me that like a coyote got like his dog.
Aw.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
they're
vicious.
savages.
Yeah, we have them.
They're-
We live in the mountains. Like here, I live literally in the mountains. And
Yeah,
they,
me too.
You know, you go up the mountain right here, and
There's bears. I saw a panther
Dang.
one time whenever I was really, really young. And like people are like, "Oh, there's no panthers there anymore." You know,
yeah.
they ran them all out and this and that and this and that. And like a couple months later, somebody from our church trapped it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Didn't grow up living
I
like
hated
that.
living there though. Honestly, it's not for me. Like I wish I was in the city. I wish I grew up in like a city, you know? Like that's more me, but at the same time, I do like being out
Yeah.
in the mountains, peace and quiet. Like
I've appreciated the peace and quiet more now that I don't live in the city. But yesterday,
Yeah.
I was on Instagram at like 1 in the morning, just going. I have pictures of New York Instagram that I follow, and man, I was just like, I want to go back to the city and go to Times Square and do all the city
That's
things.
actually that's been a dream of mine ever since I was little, is like to go to Times Square, especially like around Christmas time.
Yes, it's nice around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if it'll ever happen, but hopefully it does.
I want to go to West Virginia.
You want to come to West Virginia?
I've never been to West Virginia. I've been to Virginia. Never been to
Out
West
of
Virginia.
all places,
I mean,
you want to come here.
But I've been to like LA. I've been to New York City. I've been to Seattle. I've been to Florida. You know what I mean?
but
Like,
you're not really missing out on much.
but I
except
want to go
for-
to every single state.
Well,
I want to go
actually,
to
I
every
mean,
state.
I'll be honest with you. I really don't think there's like anywhere else that kind of looks like
Do
here.
you remember when COVID started and all the states had COVID cases except for West Virginia? Like little old West
That was
Virginia
just because we
holding the
didn't have no
line.
tests. That
That's
was just
what it
because we
was.
didn't have no tests. We're poor.
That's what it was. I'm just West Virginia, hold
I'm
the
just
line.
kidding. I'm just kidding. It's probably not it. It's probably just because people weren't reporting it or something. I don't know. They go crazy over here.
I want to go to West Virginia. I'm serious.
You should come.
Let's set it up. Okay, I have another question for you. If you had the chance to create a country, and I have not thought this myself. Like I write these down, but I don't think about them.
Oh, if you're about to ask me what its name would be, I'm gonna be here for 3 hours.
If you had a chance to create a country, what would its name be? And then I have a follow-up question as well. So you're the boss, you're in charge, it's your country, you're queen of the country. What would its name be?
Really?
Really?
I'm one of those people that literally take 7 hours. It took me like a whole hour to customize my Halo character, and there was like 2 options.
Okay, think. I want the first thing that comes to your head. And I'm thinking of it too. Here's what I would name mine. And it's gonna sound stupid. Stewtopia. Stew because it sounds like Steven, like starts with Steven because it's my country. Right? But to make everybody feel better, we would have no tests. But we would all acknowledge that we're probably stupid. So the country we'd call it Stewtopia.
How do you feel after that?
I feel great actually.
Okay.
I feel really good because think about this.
Mine would be something that's like hard to pronounce or something like Ingwinya or something like that.
Ingwinyar? Are we going with that? That's where we're going.
Ingwinya. Because it
Ingwinya.
reminds me of the Lion King song.
Okay.
Ingwinyama, ningwinamama, ingwinama, ningwinamama.
Hey. Okay.
Literally.
Here's my follow-up question. What would your first? Oh my God! What would your first rule be?
No haters. I'm just kidding.
That would not be my rule.
Everybody gets fed.
Wow, you're really thinking this
Everybody.
Like, logically.
You know that I always go with logic. Like, you act like you're surprised.
Every single time.
You over here like, oh, he farts every time he bats his eyelash, and I'm like,
Every single time.
We got comments that my superhero is better. I'm just saying.
I was ignoring those. Thank you for bringing that up. Anyway, every time in my country, Stewtopia, that you ate cereal, you have to pour the milk in first. That's our rule. That is the rule of Stewtopia.
Well,
punishable by death.
Be Discord calling and stuff if you ever go there. I'm
punishable by death.
Not coming. Not coming. Pouring the milk first.
Yeah, milk first, always.
Who hurt you?
I've got reasonings and case studies that show why this is better.
You actually pour your milk first?
Okay, you pour your cereal, then your milk. Guess what? All your cereal just got soggy if you have to step away. Only one
a W. I
layer.
Don't want it hard as like rock.
You can control it with my version. You have full control. You can have one layer soggy and then just little by little, you can just mix it in. You have full control. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No.
You're going to come to my house. I'm going to make you cereal. I'm going to pour milk in first.
I will not eat that.
As I stare into your eyes while I pour your cereals in.
Don't even know if I could set foot in your house knowing that you put your milk first.
Always. Always. It's the only way. Do you put your toilet paper, like, over? Or does it come under?
I really do not care.
Okay, I don't care either. I don't care either.
Yeah.
I do prefer it under. Easier to roll for me.
I do too. Like, I definitely prefer it under, but...
Okay, both of us.
I'm not in there, like...
Do you want me to replay back what we just said? I don't care. I don't have a preference. And I said, I mean, I kind of prefer, and then you said, I mean, me too. So we have a preference.
All right.
Good to know. Guys, let us know. How do you put your toilet paper? Let us also know
funny.
Whose country you would rather reside in. Obviously, we're going to go with Rosa's because it makes the most logical sense.
Always.
But if you don't care about feeling smart, come vibe at Stewtopia. Any last words? Those were great last words. All right.
No. Other than the fact that you got absolutely murked with the chimney comment. All right, bye guys.
See you on the next podcast, guys. Drop a review.
See you next time.
If you're watching the audio version, you comment on YouTube. If you're watching the YouTube version and you're not watching on Apple Podcasts, drop us a review on podcasts. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Please. He didn't say please. Ignore him.
Now. Right now.
That was another episode of the Respawn Podcast. Don't cry. You can stay in touch with Rosa and Pastor Steven on their live streams right on Twitch. Don't forget to follow them on social media to stay in touch. We'll see you on the next episode.